guys, Hamid Jamali from the Art Studio and welcome back to a very exciting tutorial about glitch effect without any third-party plugins.
I knew it was coming.
Make a new composition 9020 by 1018 and 25 per second and set the time duration to 5 seconds. Make a new text layer and type everything you want. I'm typing Terminator. Now go to Align panel and place your layer in the center of the frame. I make the size of the text a little smaller. And now I pre-compose my text layer by going to Layer, Pre-compose, and type a name for that. Select the text pre-comp and go to Effects, Channels, Shift Channels. Then I duplicate text pre-comp twice with Ctrl D. And now I want to change each layer to one of RGB colors by Shift Channels. For the first layer, in the Take Red From drop down, I'll select red. Then for the green and blue drop down, I'll select full off. Now I do the same for the other layers. One will be green and the other will be blue. The last thing I need to do, set the blending mode to add on all three layers. Now make a new null. Rename the null object to wiggle control. And now in the effect and preset, type slider control and add it to your null. The slider parameter has no effect on the comp now, as you see. Select the null layer and visible the slider parameter. Then I'm going to my text layer and press the peep button to show the position parameter. Then I'm going to alt click on the stopwatch and add an expression. I'll type a wiggle, open parentheses, 25, comma, and then I'll parent it to the slider. Now I close my parentheses. The first value I typed, how many times per second it will change your value. The second value, which in our case is linked to a slider control, is how much it will change your value. Now, if I change the slider parameters in a slider control, you'll start to see some separation. Now, I need to add wiggle expression to my other layers. To do this, I'll highlight the position. Then go to Edit, Copy Expression Only. And then I choose Position from both of layer and paste with Ctrl V. Now I'm able to make a shake on these three layers with the slider control. So I'm going to make an enemy to my scene. At the first second, set the value of a slider to 1. I'll go forward a little and set the bigger value for a slider. In the end, I will change the value to 1 again. Now, you can move your keyframe to make it better. Now, make a new adjustment layer. And in the effect and preset, I'll search for wave warp effect. And then click on it. Now I'll change wave type to noise. Set the direction to 0 degrees to give the distortion to the horizontal. And also increase the wave height value. This will give me some big pieces to the distortion. Now I make a keyframe for wave height. My first keyframe, I'll set it to 0. Then a few frames later, I'll bump it up to big value. And for my last keyframe, I'll bring it back to 0. The last thing I'm going to do, add wiggle to this wave height. So Alt click on the stopwatch and type wiggle, open parentheses, 20, comma, then I'm going to pick quick to slider control and close the parentheses. What I wanna do now is transition my text to something else. To do that, I'm going to pick up my effect and open text comp. Duplicate a text layer and cut it with Ctrl begin bracket and end bracket. Change the second layer to everything you want. Well, we've made the exciting transition now. For making more detail, you should duplicate the adjustment layer and change wave height value. Now I have two waves together. Next, layer, new, adjustment. Then I'm going to effect, noise and grain, noise. In the effect control, I'll change the amount of noise. The last thing I wanna do is adding some tiny black lines to make it feel like digital screen or something like that. So I'm going to make a new solid and make it black, then hit OK. Now I'm going to effect, transition, Venetian blinds. In the effect control, I want to change the transition completion to 96 and direction to 90 degrees and whites to whatever you want. So now if we are going to see in the transparent mode, we'll see the black line on all the screen. Now we have to check the T box for the layers to solve the problem. This means a black line will only show up with the layers below it are. I think we've done with the glitch effects. Before we finish this tutorial, I would like to add that this effect isn't just for text. So you are able to put your image and video to your comp layer. You just drag your footage into your pre-comp and make a cut between your transition. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Have a good time. Bye.